Hello everyone and welcome back to the Madden 19 Redskins franchise. We are now just over halfway into the season, this being the 9th game. The Redskins now sit at 4-4, so 500. Not the best start, but they'll take it, as they started out 1-4 after losing to the Carolina Panthers, and they have now won 3 straight, so 3 huge wins, 2 over division rivals, the Giants and the Cowboys. So that got them back into the season at 4-4. Looked like their season was over and they were not going to make the playoffs, but this man right here, Paul Richardson, been one of the key factors for this winning streak. 2 touchdowns, found the end zone a lot, 8 catches, 90 yards. He's been very productive. Been a good free agent signing out of Seattle, but the Redskins looking to continue their win streak and get above 500 and move up in the NFC standings and playoff pictures. As on the first play, Alex Smith is intercepted. TJ Green off the play action, not sure where that was going. So already a horrible start for the Redskins. Smith, that is something he did not do during the streak, turn the ball over. And when we were losing games, that's what he did. So fortunately, not a good start here. Defense going to have to make a stop. They've been good in the red zone all year. And now it's a draw to Orleans. Darkwa, the free agent signing, former New York Giant. And now in 2nd and 5 at the 25 will be a handoff to the rookie Ronald Jones out of USC. And he'll pick up 2. Now 3rd and 3 at the 23. Winston looking for the screen pass here to Jones, and he is tackled for a loss of 3. Great play there by Zach Brown. Now on 4th and 6, the 43-yard field goal by Catanzaro is good, and the Buccaneers get the first points of the game off the turnover. So the Redskins defense does a good job of holding them to just 3. Has some nice runs by Adrian Peterson and penalties against the Buccaneers. 2nd and 5, 3-yard run by Peterson, and another run by Peterson, and another. So consistently getting 3 or more, as we will jump in here in Buccaneer territory at the 42. 3rd and 5, offense trying to move the chains here. Trips to the left. Smith will take the pass, and he'll air this one out deep, and that is going to be caught. Jamison Crowder inside the 20 down to the 11-yard line. A gain of 30. Smith's first completion. Thought that was a very dangerous pass. Was sure that was going to be his 2nd interception, but just dropped it in perfectly. What a throw. Probably his best throw of the season. Very impressive, as Pearson gets carried for a yard and 25 carries for 91 yards. Pretty decent game for him last week. Now 2nd and 8 at the 10 in the I-4, and Peterson will get the carry, and he will drag his defender for a gain of 2. Now 3rd and 7 at the 8-yard line. Smith will step up in the pocket here, and he'll find Josh Dotson for the touchdown. His first TD of the game, and Josh Dotson just sitting there slowly clapping. He is not impressed at all, and the Redskins get on the board. First touchdown of the game and take a 7-3 lead here. Now the Buccaneers driving here, approaching midfield. Deshaun Jackson, the former Redskin, with the catch. 3rd and short. Darkwa picks it up. Now into Redskin territory. Chris Godwin getting the catch, and now on 4th down, the Buccaneers will take a 56-yard field goal, and is good by Catanzaro. Impressive kick, as the Buccaneers have struggled for several years making even chip shot kicks. And now on 3rd and 1, Peterson running well again here. And another big penalty against this Buccaneers defense. Peterson getting a lot of carries here, and Sims will get us down to the 39. 3rd and 4, we'll jump in here in Buccaneer territory. Going trips to the right, Trey flex, and Smith will take the snap, and he'll dump it off over the middle to Dotson, and he cannot hang on. And does not matter, would have been short of a first down. Would have just been about 2 yards closer for a field goal, but the 56-yarder is good. So both teams trade 56-yard field goals. So kickers having a strong start to this game. Now Buccaneers already passed midfield into Redskin territory, so we'll jump in at the 47. 3rd and 6. Winston trying to move the chains here, and he'll take the snap. Good protection. We'll throw this one to the outside. It's caught by Humphries. The defender dove and missed, and he's got some open field, and Humphries will get past the red zone inside the 15 down to the 12-yard line. Gain of 26 after the catch, and a huge gain on the play. Not sure who that was. I believe it might have been Monte Nicholson at a play very similar to that earlier in the season against the Carolina Panthers with that Greg Olsen long TD. Actually, that was our last loss since this winning streak, as Jonathan Allen makes a nice play there in the running game. Now 3rd and 5, going bunch to the right under center. Winston will drop back and find Deshaun Jackson for the 8-yard touchdown on the slant. The former Redskin and former Eagle finds the end zone against his former team, and the Buccaneers will retake this lead 13-10. So now stemming the Redskins drive, trying to answer the Deshaun Jackson touchdown. Charles Sims, only a 1-yard gain. Incomplete. Now 3rd and 9 and 12 yards to Dotson. A huge first down. Dotson, although he does have quiet games, he does make some huge plays on 3rd and long. And now here's another 3rd and long, and this time it's Paul Richardson getting us closer for a field goal. And we'll just skip this moment. Sim at a 46-yarder is good. So the game is tied with just over 5 minutes to go in the first half. Deshaun Jackson another catch, and it's intercepted by Zach Brown. What a huge play. Winston making a mistake like he always does. Now the Redskins starting in great field position here, now at the 11-yard line. 1st and 10 with just over 3.5 minutes to go. In the ace formation, single back, and it'll be a misdirection draw here. So Peterson, he'll drag his defenders for a gain of 5. Averaging 4.1 yards per carry so far, way higher than his season average at 3.3. Now Sims, the former Buccaneer, will drag his defenders and will not quite get in the end zone. We'll get a pickup of 3. It will now be 3rd and 2. Not sure of the spotting on that ball. It looked like he was almost in the end zone, but nothing we can do about it. And that pass is off the goalpost, and not sure if he caught there or not for the interception, but it does not matter. Off the goalpost is out of play, obviously, and the Redskins will have to settle for a field goal, but they will retake the lead 16-13. Now under 2 minutes to go. Buccaneers with their 2-minute drill trying to answer, and Winston will find his receiver for a gain of 8, going no huddle. Now 2nd and 2, Winston. A minute and a half to go. He'll throw the outside. That's caught by Deshaun Jackson. He's got some room to run down the sidelines, and Jackson stays in bounds down to the 34. A huge gain of about 34. And now Buccaneers can take their time here. Don't want to give the Redskins any time. Just over 70 seconds now. And Winston looking to pass again. He will throw to the outside. And that is incomplete. Looking for Chris Godwin. Good play there by Josh Norman. Now a 3 receiver set here on 2nd and 10. Just over a minute to go. He'll find Godwin this time. He catches it. And that'll be a pickup of 7. Now 3rd and 3 for Winston. Under a minute to go. We'll throw the outside. And that is caught by Howard. Down to the 5-yard line. A gain of 21. Huge play by this Buccaneers offense. Now 1st and goal with 49 seconds remaining. Buccaneers expecting to start running the ball here to try to eat up as much time as they can. And the single back trips. Winston will actually drop back the pass, and he's going down, sacked by Kerrigan. A loss of 8, and the Buccaneers will actually call a timeout. Now 2nd and goal, backed up here. Winston will throw over the middle, and that is incomplete. Humphries had it, and Kerrigan lays the wood on him for the incompletion. Now going spread here on 3rd and goal at the 13-yard line. Winston trying to find the end zone here. Under pressure will throw, and he'll find Watson, but he cannot hang on. Ripped away by Josh Norman. What a play. That might have been a touchdown if he hung on. So now the Buccaneers will tie the game thanks to Norman knocking that one out. And with 28 seconds to go, don't think the Redskins will try anything here as Jeremy Sprinkle is in motion, going more of a heavy run look here. There'll be a counter here to Peterson, and Peterson spins off a tackle, and he will pick up a nice gain of 8, and the Redskins will call their first timeout with 23 seconds to go. Now in the shotgun split backfield, and they'll be looking to pass here, and Smith will go downfield. He's got Richardson past midfield, jukes out of the defender, and Richardson all the way down the 43-yard line. A pickup of 24, nice play there, and the Redskins call their 2nd timeout. It would be about a 60-yard field goal from here, so Redskins do have a chance at some points. Gotta get some more yards. 1 timeout to go. 15 seconds remaining. Empty backfield. Smith will find Richardson down the 34-yard line. The Redskins will call their timeout right away. Not sure why they didn't just let the clock wind down, but they'll attempt about a 51-yarder, and that is no good. Hopkins did not have the leg for it. So now, thanks to that calling the timeout so early, the Buccaneers will have 6 seconds at the 41-yard line and a timeout. They can maybe throw a Hail Mary from here. It'll be about 59 yards. Not sure Winston has the arm for that. But a quick play, and they can maybe get a field goal with their timeout. But they'll chuck one downfield, and it's going to be intercepted. Fabian Moreau. And that is going to take us to halftime. Just 1 second remaining. The Redskins are going to kneel it. So 16-16 even at the half. And now back here in the second half in the 3rd quarter, Buccaneers will get the ball first. Going 1 receiver here, pretty heavy look, single backfield. Winston will drop back to pass, and he'll throw it to the backup tight end, Cameron Brate, for a gain of 4. Now going back to the single back 3 receivers, it'll be a draw here to Darkwa, and Darkwa will pick up only a yard. Now 3rd and 7 at the 28, Winston. Good protection, will step up in the pocket, rolling out, will launch one downfield here, and it is going to be knocked away, incomplete. Just chuck that one downfield. If it's intercepted, it's like an arm punt. There's 3 Redskins there, knocked away. Pretty much no chance of anything happening, but that is Winston for you. Always going to take those chances. Very aggressive. But now Redskins, great field position at the 42, and Peterson will take the carry for a pickup of 5. Now 2nd and 5, back under center, and the single back ace. There will be another play action here. Smith threw a pick on this earlier. He'll roll out and throw one down the field. It's caught by Dotson. Down to the 33. A nice play there. Now going to the I form. It will be another play action here. Back-to-back play action. Smith will throw the outside. That is caught. And they'll actually lose 2 on the play. Now 2nd and 9 at 31. Smith stepping up in the pocket. May look to run. No, he fires and completes to Paul Richardson for a gain of 11 and a first down. Now going offset I here, strong formation, another play action, and Smith will throw this one on the outside. It's intercepted! And it is Green, again his 2nd pick of the game. Open field, just green grass, and he's going to return this 80 yards for the touchdown. What a huge play. Terrible decision by Smith, his 2nd pick of the game. Off play action, both to TJ Green, and he makes him pay this time. Just late throwing it to the flat routes here, looking for Vernon Davis. Huge mistake, cannot make that play when you're a veteran like Alex Smith. You have to throw that one right away. It's always a very dangerous pass, and just not a smart decision. And now that is a huge swing, as the Redskins could have at least gotten a field goal. It could have been a 10-point swing, possibly even 14 had they scored a touchdown, but a huge play by Paul Richardson. Now 3rd and 13, 20 yards to Charles Sims, so the former Buccaneer making a huge play. Now the Redskins need to find the end zone to make up for that pick 6. Such a huge play in this game. And now the Redskins have to drive all the way down here and punt in the end zone just to tie the game back up. And Sims, another nice run here. Now 2nd and 6 at the 8. Alex Smith will spin in the pocket, fire the end zone. That is incomplete, way over the head of, I believe, Josh Dotson. Now going trips left here on 3rd and 6. Smith stepping up again, firing to the end zone, and again way over the head of whoever that was intended to. And the Redskins will kick a field goal here, trying to put it down to less than a touchdown. It'll be about a 25-yarder, and the kick is good. So the Redskins only come away with 3. So they end up trailing by 4 after 2 red zone trips, and not what they wanted. And now 3rd and 4 for Winston, incomplete. So the defense gets a 3 and out, so maybe that field goal will pay off. And now the Redskins trying to drive. I have to think they will try to go for it here if they get back in the red zone. No reason to kick another field goal here as Alex Smith is sacked. But 19 yards of Crowder on 3rd down, a huge conversion. And we haven't heard much from Jordan Reed today. He's been very quiet. And that'll be 2nd down, 15 yards against the defense. So that'll move us up to the 9-yard line in the 4th quarter, 1st and goal. So trying to score the touchdown and retake this lead after that huge pick 6 by the Buccaneers. Going in the I formation, it's going to be a handoff to Peterson up the middle, and he will fight for a pick of 5. Now going single back deuce close, it's going to be another play action call here, and he will throw an erratic pass there, incomplete. Now 3rd and goal at the 4-yard line. Alex Smith looking to pass, and he will throw the end zone. That is incomplete. His receiver is way out of bounds, and it's going to be 4th down again. And the Redskins are going to go for it this time. I believe this is the right call. Cannot keep settling for 3, especially when they're down by 4. Going trips to the left. Seem to over-flooding one side each time in the red zone. And Smith will dump it off to Sims, and he will not get there. Just a gain of 2. They needed 4. And that is going to be a huge stop by the Buccaneers. So they'll be backed up. But they're starting to move the ball here, and now they get out of danger territory past the 20. And convert another first down, another huge play to Humphries, approaching midfield, 3rd and 12, and they get 26 to Ronald Jones. So now approaching the red zone, the 3rd down and 10 at the 30-yard line. We'll jump in here. So 2 out of 3 terrible red zone possessions for the Redskins, and one of them they only got a field goal. And so not good in the red zone today for this offense, as Humphries gets the catch for a gain of 8. And just 1 sack today for the Redskins. They're 2nd in the entire league. Gotta get some pressure on Winston and make him make some bad throws. Does have 2 picks today, but one of them was on a Hail Mary. And the Buccaneers will pick a 39-yarder, and that is good. So the Buccaneers extend their lead to 7 with just about halfway to go in the 4th quarter. And now we'll sim here. Offense trying to answer. They need a touchdown desperately here, but on 4th down, a 3 and out. The defense has to get a stop. Great punt by Tressway, putting them inside the 5. And the defense gets a 3 and out, so great field position now for the Redskins, already at the 37. And now in 2nd down, 19 yards to Crowder, so we'll jump in here. Just under 4 minutes to go at the 18-yard line in the red zone. First down. Gotta punch it in here. Cannot kick a field goal. Now offset I, weak formation. A handoff to Peterson here. He looked like he was going to lose yards, but Peterson will actually gain 6 on the play. Nice run. Now back to the single back. 2nd and 4. It's going to be another draw here to Peterson up the middle. He'll have a first down. Down to the 6. Gain of 6. Now again, single back ace, and it's going to be another handoff to Peterson up the middle, and Peterson will get a gain of 4. Now 2nd and goal at the 2. We've hit the 2-minute warning. It'll be a handoff to Sims out of the shotgun, and he's going to lose a yard. Redskins going no huddle here, trying to save time. 3rd and goal, trips to the right. Smith trying to buy some time here. He is going to roll out, and he is going to be tackled short the end zone. Only a gain of 1. At the 2, Redskins trying to hurry up. 4th and goal. They have to score here. They cannot get stopped. They get another turnover on downs. And that is going to be a neutral zone infraction on the Buccaneers. So that will stop the clock. And that'll move them half the distance to the goal. But it will still be 4th down. But now slightly closer. And maybe the Redskins can run it here. They have more time to think about this play. And going heavy, they will hand it off to Peterson, and he will get some good blocking here, a nice hole, and find the end zone. What a huge play. Who knows what happens if that penalty doesn't. Redskins probably pass and maybe get stopped again. But now, do they go for 2 or do they kick the extra point? And we do kick the extra point, so we are tied at 26 with 1:21 to go here in the 4th quarter. Buccaneers at the 25 going tight formation here in the shotgun. Winston, Smith behind him, and he gets the sack. A huge loss at 12. What a huge play by Preston Smith. Now 2nd and 22, under a minute to go. Will the Buccaneers still try something here? Looking like they're still going to pass. He'll dump it off to Ronald Jones, and he'll pick up 7. Buccaneers are hurrying up on 3rd and 15, and they are not going to try to waste the clock. Redskins still have all 3 timeouts, and Winston will just throw this one away. So it is going to be 4th down, and the Buccaneers are going to have to punt. So the Redskins now at the 30-yard line, 30 seconds, all 3 timeouts. Do they try something here? I think they should. Got just enough time and all 3 timeouts, but they'll call a counter here for Peterson, and Peterson will pick up 3 on the play, but the Redskins will use their first timeout. Now 2nd and 7 with 25 seconds to go. Smith will throw this one to the outside, complete to Charles Sims, and Sims went out of bounds, but they will say he was down inbound, so the Redskins will have to call their 2nd timeout. Now 3rd and 3 at the 37. Smith will dump this one off over the middle to Sims, and he will have the first down. But the Redskins will have to hurry up here. 10 seconds to go. Will they get the snap off? And they will. Probably should have just used their timeout. But the 43-yard line, not much you can do. And Smith completes it downfield to Crowder. Down to the 35, but it does not matter. Time expires. Redskins really should have used that timeout, but it does not matter now. We are going to overtime, tied at 26. So now back here at overtime, getting ready for the coin toss here. Redskins will get to choose. They choose tails, and the Buccaneers have won the toss. So they will elect to receive first. So a big win for the Buccaneers here. So Buccaneers here with the ball first in the beginning of overtime at the 33-yard line after a nice return. And remember, the new overtime rule is a touchdown on this drive for the Buccaneers will win it for them. A field goal, the Redskins get another chance. And if the Redskins kick a field goal, next score after that wins. And now Winston on 2nd and 4 finds Godwin down to the 49 in Redskin territory. Now under center going bunch to the right. Winston will drop back to pass. Over the middle, got Humphreys just short of the first down, a pickup of 10. Now 2nd and inches, Ripkowski in motion in the backfield. There will be a handoff to Darkwell, and Darkwell will get the first down and more down to the 35-yard line. Now going trips here in the single back, 1st and 10. Another quick drop back to Godwin for a first down. That's a gain of 13. This Buccaneers team been moving on this drive. 7 for 79 for Godwin. Redskins defense got to step it here just outside the red zone. Cannot afford to let the Buccaneers in the end zone or they will lose this game. This win streak will be snapped. Winston will throw the outside to Humphreys. There's going to be a flag on the play. It's going to be a legal touching on the Buccaneers. So a huge penalty. And that'll move them all the way back to the 22 actually. No loss of play, just the loss of down. I guess the Redskins just declined it. And this will be a tackle for no gain. It'll be 3rd and 10. So a huge third down now here for the Redskins defense. They need to force the Buccaneers to pick a field goal. Pass the outside to Humphries, and Humphries will be tackled short of the first down. Gain of 7, but they needed 10. And the Buccaneers will have to settle for 3. This will be about a 32-yarder for Catanzaro, and the kick is good. So the Buccaneers now lead 29-26 here in overtime. So here comes the Redskins offense for their first possession in overtime. Just 4:44 remaining after that great Buccaneer drive. They ate over half the clock. Now the Redskins need a field goal just to tie it. A touchdown will win it, so the Redskins do have the leverage here, but they have to come away with points. If they kick a field goal, then there's a good chance this game is tied, as there's not much time left. This Peterson has a huge hole at the middle, down to 44, gain of 13. Great play call there on the draw. Now going tight formation here in the shotgun. Smith will throw this to the outside of Crowder, and Crowder will spin to midfield, and he'll get down to 48 in Buccaneer territory as Morgan Moses, the right tackle, is shaken up. Now single back, they're going to give a stretch here to Peterson. Jukes out of the defender. Peterson to the outside. He will pick up the first down and a gain of 6. Now over 100 yards rushing. Now again going tight here in the shotgun. Smith at the 42 will dump it off to Richardson, and he will get just past the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now 2nd and 6. Peterson in motion to the outside, so now going empty. Two receivers, and they'll just dump it off to Reed, and Reed will have a first down. And he will get inside the 30 down to the 28, and that is Reed's first reception of the game. Buccaneers have done a very good job of guarding him. He's been very quiet. He does not only get one catch, usually very active, as that is a wild throw. Now be 2nd and 10, just over a minute and a half remaining, so this clock is really winding down as Sims with a nice run to pick up the first down and more. Now has 46 yards rushing. Now going offset I, weak formation, and hand off to Peterson, and he will pick up a yard. Now under a minute to go, and the Redskins still in a running formation, and they'll hand it off to Peterson, and he will lose 4, so now he is under 100 yards rushing, and it's going to be a 3rd and long. Questionable play calling by this Redskins team. Jay Gruden down the stretch here. Why are you running the ball? Just under a minute to go in overtime. You need to score here. You are already in field goal range. You do not want to settle for the tie. If the Redskins do not convert here, interesting call by Gruden. That is incomplete over the end zone. So what do you call here? Do you kick a field goal for the tie with only 30 seconds to go? Or do you go for the win? And on 4th and 12, Gruden is playing it safe here. He is going to try to tie the game with a field goal. Only going to be about a 34-yarder. Just slightly longer than an extra point. Guess it makes some sense though, as it is a 4th and 12, but still a very conservative call, and the kick is good, so we are tied with 26 seconds remaining. So now with the Buccaneers at the 31-yard line, they have one timeout, 22 seconds remaining, going spread here. Can they make anything happen? Can this Redskins defense get a defensive touchdown or a huge play? Winston under pressure will launch one deep, and it is going to be caught. Godwin! No, incomplete! Oh my goodness, what a throw by Winston, showing off the arm there. That would have put them in field goal range, and they had the timeout. Would have been an easy chip shot that would have basically won the game for the Buccaneers. Now Winston will dump it off to Jackson, and they'll burn their final timeout with 8 seconds to go. This could be the final play of the game, 8 seconds remaining. Play action. Winston is sacked going down, Ioannidis, and they have no timeouts. So that is going to end this ball game. A very uneventful, unsatisfying way to end the game. A 29-29 tie. The last Redskins tie was in 2017 to the Cincinnati Bengals, a game that was played in London. And that was a very unusual game, but fans going to leave this one unsatisfied, 29-29. But the Redskins, at least they don't get the loss. That pick six by Smith, very costly. They'll definitely win this game if he didn't make that throw. But overall, the Redskins will take a tie on the road. Looking at the box sheet, 51 passes for Alex Smith, 366 yards, 1 TD, 2 picks, 1 TD and 2 picks for Winston as well, and 300 yards. Peterson, 3.9 yards carry and a touchdown, ran pretty well. That one big loss of yards brought him back down under 100. Paul Richardson, 10 catches. He had a phenomenal game. Crowder, 121 yards, and not much else here. Just one catch for 10 yards for Jordan Reed. 2 sacks for McCoy, 1 for Kerrigan, 1 for Ioannidis, and 1 for Preston Smith. 2 interceptions for Green, 1 for Brown and Moreau. And of course, touchdown for Green And now we have some upgrading to do here for the free safety, Monte Nicholson. We will upgrade his zone to continue to make him a scheme fit, and I'll move him up to a green 76 overall. He gets +1 play rec, +1 pursuit, and +2 zone coverage, so pretty good upgrades. Now up to 79 zone coverage. That's pretty decent stats all around. He's going to be a pretty solid player for us. Okay, so now we'll be back at home here at FedEx Field, and we'll be taking on the 7-2 Houston Texans, and they currently have the best record in the league, so this is going to be a big test for us facing the #1 team in the league. And our win streak was technically snapped last game against the Buccaneers since we tied, so our 3-game win streak is over, and we now sit at 4-4-1, so huge game here against the Texans. Want to stay above 500, going to be tough to beat the #1 team in the league. Of course, Deshaun Watson. Got to look out for the tight end Jordan Atkins, who had 2 touchdowns last week. And the Texans are relatively healthy, no big injuries or anything. They pretty much have everyone: Hopkins, Watson, Lamar Miller, J.J. Watt, all playing. So going to be a tough game as we bring out the classic uniforms. And the first play, Watson is going to spin and chuck one deep here, and it's going to be caught. Will Fuller, and he is gone. 75-yard touchdown to start the game, his 5th of the season. And what a terrible way to start this game. Josh Norman getting beat off, I believe it was press coverage. Watson shows off the arm, and he's got separation right there, a good couple yards. And Josh Norman, not the fastest corner. Will Fuller, pretty fast. Maybe it is a mismatch. The corner is getting older. So now the Redskins start at the 25-yard line, just 20 seconds into the game, already down 7-0. They'll hand it off to Adrian Peterson, and he will pick up 3. Now 2nd and 7, going to the shotgun. Smith will take the snap, looking to pass. We'll dump it off to Sims here, and Sims will pick up, actually lose 2 on the play. Now 3rd and 9, the 26 going empty here. Alex Smith will step up in the pocket, can't find anyone. We'll just chuck one deep here, and it's going to be intercepted. It is Kayvon Webster, the former USF Bowl and Super Bowl champion with the Denver Broncos, and he will take it all the way down to the 42-yard line. Another interception by Alex Smith. He had 2 last week, and another one here on the deep ball, just basically an arm punt. And now a horrible start here for the Redskins. 2 runs by Lamar Miller, and we'll jump in here. 3rd and 6 at the 38. It'll be about a 55-yard field goal here. So the Redskins need to get the stop now. Keep them in this game early, just 5 minutes up, and Watson, steps up, and he's going to run clear grass, 20-yard gain into the red zone at the 18-yard line. Okay, now 1st and 10 at the 18. It's going to be a read option here for Watson. He's going to fumble the ball, and it is recovered by DJ Swearinger. What a huge turnover for the Texans. We're about to go up by 14, at least 10. And in the red zone, they turn it over on a fumble. Deshaun Watson off the read option. Preston Smith hits him from his blind side, and he just loses the ball. And it's recovered by Swearinger. So a huge play by this Redskins defense, and a huge conversion on 3rd and 10 by Reed. And now this offense is starting to move, trying to get something going here, and they will have to punt. But they do get out of the bad territory, and now a great punt by Trust, but actually pins the Texans back in their own territory, but of course they get out of it. Their offense has been moving. Other than that fumble, they really haven't done anything negative. And here they are again in the Redskin territory, approaching the red zone again, and getting towards the end of the first quarter here. It'll be 4th down. The Texans' 42-yard field goal was blocked, so 2 huge plays by this Redskins defense deep in their own territory. And now already in the red zone, trailing by 7, so Redskins defense has kept their offense in it. Just gave up that one bad play to Fuller, and then they did give up some yards, but they've not broken in the red zone. Bend would not break like they've always been all season. Now 3rd and 3, that pass is way over the head, out of bounds. Just 4 of 11 for Alex Smith, and the Redskins will have to settle for 3, so they get their first points of the game and cut the lead to 4, 7-3. So the defense trying to get another big stop, and they do. So other than that long play, like I said, the defense has done their job. Now the offense needs the answer, can't settle for a field goal. Some nice runs here by Peterson, and now Reed try to get more involved. They only had that 1 catch last week for 10 yards, and now Richardson gets us into the red zone, and here we will jump in halfway through the 2nd quarter at the 15, 1st and 10. In the red zone, Smith under center, going kind of a heavy look here. He will drop back to pass, step up in the pocket, and fire to Richardson for a gain of 12 and a 1st down inside the 5. Now at the 3-yard line, going eye for him, 2 receivers to the left. And this is actually going to be a false start. And it is going to be on Adrian Peterson. You don't see a running back get a false start often. And now, first and goal at the 8-yard line, going I formation. Peterson gets the carry and he fumbled the ball. And it's going to be recovered by the Texans. Reader on the recovery. Now, I couldn't see the other side of Peterson, but maybe it might have been down. And the booth is going to review it. All turnovers are reviewed. And looking at this replay here, Peterson is definitely down. As you can see, his left elbow and then his right wrist is down before he ever lets go of the ball. So very fortunate for the Redskins. They will retain the ball. Second to go at the 9. That pass is intercepted. It is McKinney, and he is going to bring it down to the 10-yard line, pretty much where they would have had it had the fumble happened. So apparently, not fortunately for the Redskins, it doesn't even matter. The Texans get the ball right back. So now that's 3 trips for both teams combined with no points. And now Josh Norman gets a huge interception, so these teams just keep trading turnovers now. And Richardson gets them back down there. 3rd and 13, Richardson again. And then Crowder a 23-yard touchdown, so the receivers start to get going. And just like that, the Redskins now take the lead 10-7. Just under 2 minutes to go. It is now raining pretty heavily, and Watson will try to lead a 2-minute drive here to get the lead back, or at least tie the game with a field goal. And there's Ellington for a good gain of 11 and a first down. Now a minute 25 to go at the 36. Watson will throw over the middle, and that is caught by Ellington. And again, past midfield down to the 49. 2 big catches by Ellington. Now 1st and 10. A minute and 11 to go. Watson will throw this one, and that is caught by Hopkins. This time a diving catch, gain of 17. Watson now over 200 yards passing. Now under a minute to go, flooding the right side at 32-yard line. Watson will throw this one on the outside. That is knocked away by Preston Smith. Very dangerous pass. We saw a similar one last week with Smith when he threw the pick 6 against the Bucaneers. And now there's Sammy Coates for a catch for a first down. The Texans use their first timeout. Now just outside the red zone at the 21, Watson will throw the outside again, and that is caught by Miller. And Miller will pick up about 3 on the play. And the Texans use their second timeout. Now 41 seconds to go. 2nd and 6, Watson will throw the outside. That is caught by Miller, and Miller will pick up the first down. Gain of 9, 35 seconds to go. Texans will save their final timeout. Now just over 20 seconds to go at the 9-yard line. 1st and goal, Watson to the end zone. It's caught, and that is a touchdown. And it is Ellington. Who else? What a drive for Ellington. Just huge catch after huge catch. And now he gives the Texans the lead going into halftime, 14-10. And the Redskins will get the ball here to start the second half in the 3rd quarter, so they will end up trailing, but the offense looking to answer that Ellington touchdown. Peterson gets hit in the backfield, breaks the tackle, and he will fight to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now 2nd and 10, going offset eye in the strong formation. Peterson will run the outside, and he will get tackled for a loss this time, and it lost at 2. Just 29 yards and 13 carries. He is only averaging 3.3 yards per carry on the season. Just struggling. No blocking for him, and on 3rd and 12, a dangerous pass to the outside is knocked away, and the Redskins will go 3 and out. So not what the Redskins wanted, a 3 and out when trailing, but a good punt by Tressway as always, and they'll be down inside the 10. And the Texans will look to pass on first down. That pass is caught by Atkins for a first down and more. A gain of 17 down to the 25. Now again, the Texans flooding that right side, 1st and 10. That pass is wild, off the mark, incomplete. Probably can contribute that to the heavy rain. And now on 2nd and 10, Atkins gets another catch here for a gain of 6. Now 3rd and 3, 31, Watson stepping up in the pocket. Good protection. Could have maybe ran it there, but he will find Lamar Miller for a first down. Anyways, juking on a defender, a gain of 12. Now at the 43-yard line, under center, Watson will go play action here, and he is under pressure going down, sacked. It is Mason Foster, the middle linebacker, off the blitz. Watson did not have much time to react off the play action. Probably didn't even see Mason Foster. Now going to spread look here, play action. Watson will throw. No, it's intercepted. It's the middle linebacker, Zach Vigil, and he will bring it down to the 33-yard line. And DeAndre Hopkins is shaken up on the play. What a turnaround! What a huge negative play here for the Texans. Watson threw it right to him. Was trying to go downfield, threw the pass too low, I guess, and it went right to Vigil. So now we will jump in here with the Redskins inside the 15 at the 11-yard line in the red zone. There'll be a stretch here to Peterson, and Peterson will juke in. Peterson will fight his way into the end zone for the touchdown. His best run of the day, his first touchdown of the game. And the Redskins will now retake the lead just like that off the interception by Deshaun Watson. And here, looking at the run by Peterson, what a juke on Jonathan Joseph. Just completely juking him out of his shoes and then just fighting for his way in the end zone. What a run by Peterson. The 33-year-old still has it. And now assuming the extra point is good, so now the Redskins lead by a field goal. Now on second down, Watson, a penalty on the offense and a negative run, so back-to-back negative plays. That's a huge gain by Miller, but still a yard short. And the Redskins defense gets a 3-and-out. The Redskins started to get it going here in the third quarter on both sides of the ball, moving past midfield. Richardson making big catch after big catch this whole game, and a penalty on J.J. Watt. And now we'll jump in here. 1st and 5 at the 18, again in the red zone. Now in the pistol formation, Peterson in the backfield. Smith will take the snap, and he will dump it off over the middle. Wide open is Jordan Reed, and he'll get tackled for a gain of 6 and a first down. Now going a heavy run look here in the I formation, a handoff to Peterson up the middle, and Peterson will only get about 4 on the play. Now 2nd and 6 going to the single back formation. It's going to be a stretch to Peterson, and he has nowhere to go. He will lose a yard on the play. Now 3rd and 7 in the shotgun, going bunch to the right. Smith can't find anyone, will roll out. Find Crowder this time for the touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown pass to Jamison Crowder. And the Redskins all of a sudden are starting to blow this game wide open. They now lead by 10. So 24-14. Redskins defense trying to continue the momentum here as we enter the fourth quarter. Texans getting past midfield. Redskins defense trying to hold them. Big 3rd down. 9 yards to Kuti. And now we'll jump in here for a 52-yard field goal for the Texans. And it is no good, about 10 yards short. Pretty sure the weather had to affect that one. It wasn't that far of a kick. And now the Redskins will start off in great field position. Not sure why the Texans didn't go for it. They only needed a yard. Now the Redskins will take advantage, going into Texan territory, approaching the red zone again. And now 1st and 10, a penalty on Brandon Scherf, moves them back 5, but 9 yards to Peterson. And we'll jump in here at the 16, leading by 10, almost halfway through this fourth quarter. Redskins trying to put this game out of reach here for the Texans in the I formation. It's going to be another stretch here to Peterson, and Peterson will juke back, and he will actually lose a yard on the play. Now 3rd and 6, going a tight formation here in the shotgun. Smith will throw the outside, and that's caught by Sims, and Sims spins around, and Sims will be out of bounds at the 1. I thought he got in, and the Redskins offense, which is only ranked 30th in the league, has 381 yards today. They have shown up, and I am actually going to challenge this one. I thought he was in, but apparently they will still rule him out, so it will be 1st to go at the 1-yard line. Redskins will lose a timeout. Peterson in motion to the outside. It'll be an empty look. Smith trying to find someone. He finds the backup tight end, the veteran, Vernon Davis, the former teammates with Alex Smith with the 49ers, and he finds him for the touchdown. And now it'll be a 17-point lead here for the Redskins. They're really starting to pull away with this one. 4th down now with just under 7 minutes to go at the 28. If the Texans don't get this one, the game is pretty much over. And this could be the dagger pass down the field. It's caught! No! No, Atkins dropped it. What a catch that would have been. And it is a turnover on downs for the Texans. And the Redskins now in great field position can put this one away. It'll be 3rd and 11. Can they keep the drive going, or will they just settle for a field goal? Smith will be under center here at the 29, and he will just hand it off to Peterson, so taking it conservative here, and he'll pick up 5, so the Redskins will just try to eat up as much clock as they can, and they will take a 41-yard field goal, which is good. So now the Redskins lead by 20 with just under 4 minutes to go. Who would have thought a full 4-1 team beating a 7-2 team like this, especially after that first play of the game, Will Fuller, the 75-yard TD. But now Redskins with the ball, just eating up the clock here, and no point in watching this. We'll just skip it. And Pearson picks up the 1st down, and that will end the ball game, 34-14. Not sure what is more impressive, the defense holding the Texans offense to 14 points, or this offense scoring 34 points in general, especially against this Texans defense and the #1 team in the league. A very impressive performance. This was a big test against us. I expect us to lose this one, and not only did we win, we dominated. And we bounced back after that terrible start. Unbelievable. Looking at the stats here, Watson 360 yards, 2 touchdowns, but 3 interceptions. Alex Smith 3 TDs, but again 2 interceptions. But we did win the game. Peterson again under 3 yards per carry, but did have a touchdown. Richardson 125 yards, had a huge day. Fuller, of course, a touchdown. Ellington a touchdown. 2 TDs for Crowder. That's what I like to see. And then defensively, 1 sack for Mason Foster. We did not get much pressure, but a bunch of picks here. And then defensively, the forced fumble for Preston Smith and recovery by Stranger. And then, of course, the block by Monte Nicholson. So next week, we will take on the 4-5-1 Dallas Cowboys, our 3rd divisional game of the season, and our 2nd matchup against the Cowboys. And last time we faced them, we got the victory 14-9 at home. A very low-scoring game, defensive battle. Only 216 yards for Prescott, no TDs, no picks. Only 162 yards for Smith and 1 touchdown. Just 53% completions. Elliott had over 100 yards, but only 3 yards per carry. And then Peterson obviously didn't get much in the running game going either. Nothing very huge, just not much offense. 3 sacks per carry, and though, and 1 for Ioannidis. Now looking at the standings, after this good winning streak we've been over our last 5 games, we've been 4-0-1. We are now only 1 game back of the Philadelphia Eagles. We're 6-3-1. So just like that, like I said, we could get back into the season after that 1-4 start. Just had to win the divisional games. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video as we take on the Dallas Cowboys. Later.